Hey, so I wanted to do a recording of my CAM mission attempt, in case anybody needs to see kind of how I run things and uh, like what works collectively that we've seen as a guild. Uh, for those that may not actually ever get really the opportunity because of time or whatever for streaming, we would prefer streaming, but wanted to throw this together in case that's just not realistic for anybody. So. First off, the order that you should load the characters in is Shock T, obviously. Then Echo, because he's the most important clone that we want to make sure that gets revived if multiple people die. Rex is next. 5 is in the 4th slot because you normally would put him in the 5th slot, but he doesn't always sacrifice correctly and share his health, protection, offense, and all those stats like he would or should in the 5th spot. So he has to be in the 4th spot, and then Arc Trooper is in the last spot. So here we're gonna get started now. All right. So normally you will not use form up at the beginning. You want to save that and then for if someone gets burning or if there's or exposes out on the field. Just because there's so many stacks of B2s left, we'll just never be able to keep tenacity up. They'll just do buff immunity out there again. So just target the first B2. It's kind of the top B2. It's a superstitious thing, and just hit him with the basic. We always pass the turret to Echo, which is the clone. If you do this order correctly, this is the clone to Shock T's left. Pass the turret to Echo and still hit the top B2. Do this, and the turret will assist if, and then take an extra stack away. So everybody's looking fairly healthy. So I'm going to go ahead and do stand your ground on Shock T, and now she can actually do some assisting and some other things that she can't when you have trampled. And she also will do another attack, so that's always nice. Here again, still fairly healthy. There's still a lot of stacks of B2s, and so I'm afraid if I use that wristwatch ability that she would clear the debuffs, and then the B2s would still just add them back. So I'm just going to double tap the top B2 with the basic. All right, and now because 5 says buff immunity, we're going to go ahead and target the bottom B2 and use his special ability and call Shock T's to assist because she doesn't have trampled. You you don't need to do this if she does have trampled, and you don't need to do this if he does not have buff immunity because he will taunt. So. All right, we're going to toss the grenade on the bottom B2. It'll kill the top B2, and the turret will take another stack of the B2s out. All right, so we have that first expose on Echo, so I'm going to go ahead and cleanse it. And normally I will either apply this to Shock T, so she'll give herself speed up, or I'll give it to Arc, and that'll put him under stealth. He's the only clone that you can put under stealth, so now I'm going to choose to give it to her and do speed up. Okay, since there's only 2 stacks of B2s, I'm going to do form up. It's going to do tenacity up, which will prevent burning. And then now we're going to do basic and kill this B2 off. All right, we don't want stacks of trampled on 5s, so the Reek has a 4-turn cooldown. Stand your ground is reusable in 2 turns, so it's safe to use it now, and then it'll be available for the mass trampled when it comes later. So, You can say there we didn't catch burning because we have tenacity up. We're going to do basic here. It's going to be a wasted shot on Django because fives doesn't have more stacks of trample than Django. That's the only way you can damage him. It's a wasted shot, but the amount of damage, it doesn't make sense to hit the Reek based on the turn meter we would feed him. And that holds true for fives, Rex, and Shakti. I'm going to go ahead and use this pointing ability here and heal up Echo. And now we're going to hit Django with Echo because he has more stacks of trampled. He can damage Django. Again, we're going to waste a shot on Django with Rex. We're going to hit the Reek because we can't damage Django. Passing turret to Echo. Alright, I'm going to go target Django again. 2-turn cooldown on the Reek, so I'm going to save Stand Your Ground, and I'm going to hide Arc. Just going to use a basic here. We're getting lucky. These rockets are going after the Reek instead of us. Hopefully you catch that good RNG too. Alright, we can damage Django, so I'm going to go ahead and toss the grenade. Pretty much you're always going to toss a grenade when it's available for Echo. Yeah, we're just going to waste a basic again. And we're going to basic Django because we can damage him. Alright, that triggered our sacrifice. We have burning on Arc because we ran out of tenacity up. Reek's mass trampled attack is off a cooldown, so we're going to save Stand Your Ground. And we are just going to just basic here. We could use the Annihilate, but it's kind of early in the battle because there is still a fair amount of protection on the Reek, so we're just going to go ahead and damage Django with the basic. I'd like to get rid of more protection off of the Reek, so we're going to go ahead and hit him this time. Alright, I'm going back to Django to hit Django. I'm going to form up now so we can get rid of that expose on Shakti. And we're going to go ahead and finish off Django for the first time. And going to toss the grenade at the Reek because when Rex goes, he will be able to annihilate Django. That is not good. Go ahead and kill off Django. Turret to Echo. We're really needing him to hit not Arc, and he's dead. I'm going to do a form up there, so and ideally you wouldn't pass much turn meter to the Reek, but Reek went to go next anyway. Oh boy, I was so nervous recording this that I would lose, and I almost did.